Hey girls. All right, so I am Kelsey Lawrence. I am the founder of our team, Faith United, and I just wanted to hop on and just kind of speak to you about goals because it's the beginning of the year. It's the beginning of 2019, and that's so crazy to even say out loud, but it's the time of year that we should regroup, refocus, and plan for the upcoming year because if we don't plan, I've done this business, I'm rolling into almost my third year. And what I've learned is if we don't plan, then we're not going to succeed. So I just want to run through 10 easy, doable tips that I want you to take and to apply. Don't just take the training that I give you each week and then just kind of let it go in one ear and out the other. I want you to take it and apply it, okay? All right, so step one is to set daily, weekly, monthly goals, okay? Now, usually when I do this, it's on Saturday afternoons like today or Sunday afternoons after church, but what do I want to obtain this upcoming week, okay? What is my main goal with my business, where it's at right now? What do I need to obtain this week, okay? And then for the month, what are my goals that I want to accomplish in order to move my business forward in the upcoming month? All right, and so from that, I'm going to break it down and say, okay, daily. I know that I need to do my 4 vital behaviors. I know that I need to add friends. I know that I need to invite. I know that I need to follow up, and I know that I need to be a product of the product, okay? Those are what is going to move my business forward, okay? But take it and break it down to daily, weekly, monthly goals. And if you do this, you're going to see that you are achieving the small goals that are ultimately leading you to the bigger goals, okay? So if you just throw out there, I want to be a 15-star diamond by March, or I want to be a 15-star diamond by 2020, but then you don't make small goals each month, then if you're not hitting and achieving those small successes, then it's going to feel like that is just never even possible, okay? So, here's my tips. You ready? You might grab a notebook and write some of these things down. I am a notebook kind of girl, so I'm going from my notes, okay? So these aren't just things that I'm just telling you that you need to do. These are things that I'm taking and I'm applying, all right? And I have literally sat down and made my plans for my goal board, and that's something that we're going to be doing this upcoming week. Is talking about goal boards, but I have 4 pages of this notebook of goals that I want to achieve in 2020 and 19. So I'm not just telling you to do the work, I'm doing it with you, okay? So the first of each month, know that all coaches, the first month of 2019, you, I, like myself, everyone on our team, every one of those coaches that you look to and you're like, oh, they are just incredible. Like you get girl crushes on them. We are all starting on the same playing field, okay? Each new year that rolls around, we're all at square one, all right? So make sure that you sit down this weekend or this week, today, after you watch this video, and just plan out doable, achievable goals for this week, for this month, and then break it down to, okay, what do I need to do daily in order to achieve that? Have it written out. Have a checklist, have a whiteboard, something that you can go by to mark off, okay? Put it somewhere that you see it daily, all right? So I'm sitting at my desk. It could be at your kitchen table, it could be on your nightstand, it could be wherever it is that you work, but have a checklist, a goal that you want to achieve that day, that week, that month, somewhere that you have to see it every single day. Because if you just say, yeah, I think I want to, be diamond next month, but you don't ever think about it again, and you're not being focused on it and doing those daily activities, then it's not likely to happen, okay? Set a deadline for your goals. So when do you want to achieve these goals? So for myself, I want to be a 2-star diamond by March. That is my goal, 2-star diamond by March. That means that I move another one of my personally sponsored coaches to help them establish their diamond rank. I want to be a 2-star diamond coach, okay? So set a deadline for all of your goals. If it is to become an Emerald coach in a week, if it's to become an Emerald coach in 2 weeks, if it's to become a Diamond coach in 6 weeks, if it is to earn a certain amount of income by the end of the month or by summer or whatever it is, set a date. That will help you to show up daily for your goals and don't let yourself off the hook. So something that I am trying to really zone in on and focus on this new year is that, yes, every year I have goals, every year I set goals, but when the days get crazy, when the days get stressful, I tend to well, I did so and so, so that's good enough. But this year I'm done. Like, I am serious about moving my business forward, and so I'm done with the excuses. So if at the end of the day I have not marked off the things that I need to do, I'm not going to go to bed until I do it. I'm serious about moving forward and making this as successful as I can. So don't let yourself off the hook, because you can do it. You can do it. And remember that those girl crushes that you have, they're just like you and I. Like, they're just normal people. But they decided they were done pushing themselves to the side, and they put in the work and they committed to it, and then that's where the magic happens. Share your vision. So I am sharing my vision with you. My vision is to become a 5-star Diamond Elite coach for the year of 2019. I want to have a lot of my goals locked in before we go to Summit, which is our Beachbody, the biggest event of the year. I want us to walk across that stage as a 5-star Diamond team at Summit. Like, that is my push, crazy, scares the crap out of me goal, but that is what I want. And ultimately that means that I have 4 new Diamond coaches by Summit. And our goal, and we're going to be pushing this, and we're going to have different push groups, but we're going to be working toward building your businesses to Diamond. Okay, so what is my scary goal? I'm sharing it with you, and that is 5-star Diamond, 5-star Elite coach. And that's what I want. I want to have 5-star Diamonds by Summit, and I want us to be able to walk across that stage together. Like, that's a vision. I can see it in my head, and I cannot wait for that day, because I know it's going to happen. So share your vision. Share your vision with me. Share your vision with your friends, those that are closest to you, those that know that you are working this business, those that have an understanding, your husband, your parents, your friends, your downline. Share your vision. Don't be afraid of how silly it may sound or how unrealistic it may sound. Think of what you want and share your vision. That's half of the first step, is just knowing what you want and then being willing to share it with other people. Be willing to invite more, share more, connect more. What do you want? What you want, and be willing to share that with other people. Okay? So, like, for me, that looks like, to me, sharing my vision with my husband. Him knowing that, okay, look, I'm pushing for a big goal. And this is how, like, when I was pushing for 1-star, when I was pushing for Diamond, like, look, you're going to have to help more. Like, you know how men are. I'm not saying they're all that way, but they don't know unless you tell them. So I'm going to need you to bathe the kids, get them to bed. I'm going to need you to help more, so that, look, I'm going, and this is what I would tell him, I'm going to sit down and I'm working for an hour. Keep the kids, keep them away, keep them safe. Mama's got to work. And he's understanding. He's like, okay, that's fine, whatever. But if I didn't share that with him, then he wouldn't know, and I would have to do some messages, follow-ups, answer some questions to the kiddos, chase them around, feed them, and I can get more work done just by having his help and his support. So share your vision with your family. Know why you want what you want, okay? So know why you want it, and don't let your thoughts stray from it. Don't waver from your why. So for me, why do I want this? I want freedom. I want to be able to not stress about any of my wants, needs for my family. I want to be able to take my kids to Disney. I want to be able to take my family, my husband, that stress, because he has his own business, and I want that extra comfort. I want freedom to, if I want to walk away from my job as a full-time teacher, to be able to do that. So that is my why, and I want to be able to set up my kids, set them up like for future success, with college funds and money in their account for things that they don't have to even worry about. And I'm not thinking, I'm thinking right now, and I'm thinking even on down the road, but that is my why. That is what drives me forward. So know your why. Why would you want to make an income? Why would you want to make this a business? Why would you want to invest your time in growing a business? It can't just be because I like it, it's fun. Like, you need to have a legit reason, a legit why you want to do this. And then don't let anybody tell you that it's dumb or silly or it won't work. Like, people are going to be naysayers, and people might, like, okay, you go be a health and fitness coach. But don't let that get in your head. Don't let that waver you, shake you from doing what you feel called and led to do, because I will be like, this is so far from anything that I ever imagined myself doing, but I know that God put it in my heart, and I know that I have a purpose, and now I have a passion, and I'm just ultimately on fire to do that. So show up and work consistently for you, for your reasons, for your why. Okay? All right. Feel a connection to a goal that you want. The call from corporate. Okay, this is like in my head too. And I told you, like, the point of this, number 6, is to feel a connection to a goal that you want. And when I told you that I want us to walk across that stage locking arms as a 5-star diamond team, I can see it. Like when you're at Summit, you're going to be sitting in the stadium full of hundreds of, like, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of coaches, and they have this special time where you walk across the stage. If you are a 1-star diamond, you have a flag. Everybody has these little flags, and they have the 1 star on it, or they have 2 to 15 star, and you get to walk across that stage as they call your name with corporate, all the big guys on the stage, and you get to be honored. And y'all, last year that was such a huge moment, and I was so excited, and it just seems surreal to have moved my business to that point. And when I went and I sat down in my special seating, and I had that special time, my thought was, I want my team to be here. I want this for them. So I know how it's going to feel whenever I get to walk across that stage with you. I know how it's going to feel as I get to sit in the seats and watch my coaches walk across that stage. And that's what I cannot wait for. I cannot wait for that call from corporate at the end of the year, at the beginning of 2020, actually, when they call and congratulate me as an elite coach. Like, to have my kids around me and my husband around me, and just to be able to celebrate such an accomplishment. Like, I just can hear it. I've seen the videos and the excitement and the tears and the happiness and the looks that the kids give their mama. Like, that's what I can just picture it. And so that is my connection to my why. All right. So how would you celebrate? How would it feel for you to accomplish the goals that you have? Would it be to take your husband on a surprise trip? Would it be to take your kids to Disney? Would it be to pay off some debt that you have? Connect your reason to a why, and then visualize it. Okay. All right. Your goal, why you want to hit it. So like our goal is going to be for you to ultimately become an emerald, and an emerald coach means for you to have you plus 2. So that would be you plus signing up 2 other people to join you as discount coaches, just the exact same way that you've done it. And then you would be an emerald coach. Then our next goal is for you to become diamond, and the average for that is going to be about 60 days. Okay. It can be done in a month. Sometimes it takes 2 months, but that is with you consistently showing up and doing the vital behaviors, the vital work, in order for you to move your business forward. Okay. So that should be a goal that you have written down in order to be moving your business forward. Okay, number 8. Here's a question for you, and I want you to write it down and then think about it. When you hear corporate giving an incentive, what is your first thought? So if you've been with us for a little while, you know that they do like Team Beachbody Cups, which is a competition that you get to choose your own teammates, and you work for these prizes, and they're like different levels that you can achieve. Sometimes they do, if you hit Success Club, and that means selling 3 challenge packs, you get a t-shirt or a tank or a cooler or, any kind of prize. Of last month, they did one for a vision board, and it's right here in front of me, and a cap. And, what is your first thought whenever you hear corporate, or you see it like on a Facebook group, and you're like, oh, I want that. Oh, I can do that. That's just helping this many people. I'm in. I'm getting that. Okay? Like, is that how you work? Because that's how I work. I mentally break it down, and I'm like, okay, I've got to help this number of people, get them signed up by this point, because I'm getting that prize. And that is what we need to do every single day when we show up, because if we have that mentality, then, like, you're unstoppable. Think what we could do as a team if we have that mindset of, this is what we're going to do. I need to help X amount of people, and I show up daily and consistently, and I do what I'm supposed to do. Then that's when the magic happens. So make sure that you treat it like a business and work even when there's not that incentive that's being given. All right, number 9, almost done, I promise. So put your blinders on. Don't compare yourself to other coaches. And this is something that I'm guilty of, because when you sign up like usually, you'll notice that within challenge groups or within the team page, you'll see that you know who you sign up with, and you know that you all are working ultimately toward Emerald and then Diamond and then building your business and moving it forward. And it's easy to look at people that signed up at about the same time that you did, or maybe that were in different push groups that you were in, and they are like furthering their business quicker than you are. And then I know for myself, I'm like I'm showing up every day, I'm being consistent. Like, why are they getting that and I'm not? So don't get stuck. Don't do that. Like, and this is straight from the heart. God has a perfect time. God has a perfect plan. And I don't want it a minute before his plan and his time. So just put your blinders on, block it out. Don't compare yourself to me. Don't compare yourself to any other coaches that are out there. You show up and you be yourself, and stay committed and stay consistent. And when it's your time, you'll know it. Okay. And then last but not least, believe in what you do. Believe in the relationships that you're making, the relationships that you're forming by talking and connecting to people on social media. Believe in your team. Believe in what we represent, and that is helping people become healthier versions of themselves, helping people return to themselves, helping people find out who they actually are, and helping people to live healthy lives. I mean, that's a gift. And so just believe in that. Believe in the programs, believe in the products, be a product of them, use them, show them, let people see that the products and the programs work whenever you're consistent following a plan. Believe in your challengers. Those challengers become your coaches. And believe in your goals. Don't be afraid. Write down the hairy, scary ones. Write down those that you can accomplish and you know you can. And then, like I said, write down those that just scare the crap out of you, because ultimately that's what we want to push for. So anyways, I just wanted to kind of get your wheels spinning a little bit on goal setting. And we're going to be talking about that more this week in the group. But when you finish watching, so now, what do I do now? I want you to get out a piece of paper and I want you to write down 10 goals, okay? I told y'all that I had tons of them. Like, I'm not exaggerating. Let me find them. I have 5-star diamond coach summit. Like, I now literally have 2 pages front and back. Elite coach by October. And that there's a lot to that, so I'm not even going to explain all that. The call from corporate wanting to know how my team is thriving. To walk across the stage at Summit as a 5-star diamond coach with my girls. To earn $500 weekly by the end of the first quarter. And without like spilling all the beans, I guess, I had right at $600 last week as a paycheck, but I kind of fluctuate sometimes. So for me, my goal is for that to be a weekly thing by the end of the first quarter. So there you see with the goals that I'm setting, I am giving you the goal, but I'm also giving you the date that I want to achieve them. Okay, because from these, I'm going to break them down and focus on how I can make that happen. Okay, earn a trip to the leadership retreat, which is just for the top leaders. Earn a free trip with my entire family, and that is something that the Success Club trip is going to be released in January, and I cannot wait. But that is a trip that I want to take my entire family on, and I can earn that just by helping people, and so can you, and we can be vacationing together with our families. Earn enough to pay for 2 family vacations. So usually I pay for our beach vacation every year, and then this year I'm also paying for Disney. We're going during spring break. Put money back for a new car. You know, these are things like, we're not talking about getting a new car right now, but I'm sharing. Open college funds for the boys. And earn enough money to walk away from my job, and enough to replace insurance for our family if I decide I want to. Take 5 working coaches to Summit. Pretty close to that one. Earn a photo op with the trainers. That's something that we get to do, and that's another prize that I know that they'll start doing close to Summit, but I missed it by this much last year, and I'm not missing it this year. Earn Success Club party at Summit. That's something else that I want you to put on your radar, because that's a prize party where we go and they wine and they dine you, and it's super fun. You're treated like the famous people. Super fun at Success Club at Summit. Earn a spot in a test group. Here's a scary, crazy one that seems far-fetched for me. Speak on a national wake-up call. Be asked to speak on the Team Beachbody Champions page. Consistently hit Success Club 10 plus each month. Continue building Preston's account. Recruit 2 to 4 coaches monthly that want to work the business. Team leader by the end of the first quarter. Okay, your goal should be team builder. And then I go on to earn $1,000 weekly by the end of the second quarter, or bi-weekly. I have that in parentheses. Help my personally sponsored coaches to grow to diamond and above. Run coach training groups monthly. Team calls twice a month. One-on-one calls with coaches. So you can. All right, I love you. Let me get the last page. 1 professional development book a month. A manicure every 2 weeks, guilt-free by the end of the first quarter. Diamond retreat as a leader, bringing my personally sponsored coaches. So every fall, we do a team-wide beach trip, usually, or retreat. This past year, it was in Destin, and we had a 3-story condo on the beach. It was a mansion. Y'all, it was so much fun, and I drove there, and that was my expense. So my goal this year is to not just be going by myself, but to be bringing you girls with me. So that's on there. Team builder by the end of January. Team leader by March. Because I told you at the beginning of the video, we start fresh as all new coaches in January. So we all have to start fresh again. So those are my goals. And they're all mixed up, and it's very sporadic, but you can see how my brain works. But these are goals that I have for myself. So think about 10 goals, at least. It could be more. It could be 4 pages like I have. From small, those that you know you can achieve, to those that scare the crap out of you, that you're like, yeah, I'll write this down, but I bet it doesn't happen. Write those down too, okay? And then we're going to go from there. So anyway, I hope y'all have a great week, and I'll talk to you later.